They have peddled fear and confusion and mandated unprecedented and futile measures, such as lockdowns and face masks. They cite their evidence as COVID case numbers, which are based on tests that to this day are unvalidated. The PCR kits had their day in court in November last year and were declared unfit for purpose, but the mainstream media wasn't interested as it didn't fit the narrative. There's a trail of destruction, of economic ruin, social disharmony, and a population that appears to be getting sicker. But there's been winners, of course, who have found that COVID narratives can be cashed in on, whether in politics or profits by funneling billions of dollars of taxpayers' money into corporations producing dodgy products. Peter Gotze has blown the lid on the corruption of the medical, pharmaceutical, industrial complex in his book, Deadly Medicines and Organised Crime. It cannot be underestimated how dangerous the industry has become, where injuries and deaths involving hundreds of thousands of people are covered up and considered a cost of business. There is no reason to believe anything will be different this time.
The vaccine manufacturers are all linked. They're all uniquely indemnified. What medical product is there indemnification where something happens to you, you don't have any recourse? A woman gets vaccinated, a pregnant woman, she has no maternal fetal rights. Something happens to her or her baby, she's out of luck.
In Virus Mania, one of our main themes is how the medical industry continually invents epidemics, making billion-dollar profits at our expense. It reveals the playbook of industry participants and how they have been refining their game over the past few decades. Infectious diseases are not getting worse, and there is no evidence that new viruses are breaking out everywhere. That is an illusion and a marketing strategy propagated by those set to benefit. Here's a couple of charts showing influenza activity in the US. First in December 2019, and then in December 2020. Where did influenza go? Don't worry, the spin doctors are working on the narrative to explain this. There will be no end to the madness until people stop going along with the nonsense and realize that their own path to health is through themselves, not medical and political overlords. We are a small group of doctors, dentists and scientists in New Zealand that do this on our own time and at our own expense. We are up against Big Pharma, complicit government officials, and state-funded media. They've tried to rattle us, but it's only increased our resolve and sense of duty to fellow human beings.